Stop believing the lies that come into your mind telling you that you can't do whatever it is. I know we all have our own dreams, we all have our own aspirations in life, and sometimes we can convince ourselves that, we are not the person to be able to do it, or we can convince ourselves that we are not good enough to do whatever it is. Like, I think it starts with belief. The first thing that you have to do is believe in yourself. You also have to understand that, everybody has flaws. Sometimes you focus so much on your flaws that, you feel like you can't accomplish things. You continue to talk yourself out of whatever it is. Understand that everybody has insecurities. Everybody has things that continue to talk them out of situations. But the thing is that even though everything in you is probably talking you out of a situation, you have to push through and understand that you are enough. Stop belittling yourself. Stop thinking that everybody else is worthy and you are not. So I think, even going along with some of the other videos that I've said, sometimes we can talk ourselves out of situations, just thinking less of ourselves. Like, nobody is greater than you. Nobody is better than you. Nobody is smarter than you. Nobody understands things better than you do. Nobody is just like God didn't make them so much greater and you so much less. You have to understand the value in you. And I think that's where everything starts. If you continue to tell yourself that, things won't work, then things won't work. But if you continue to tell yourself that things will work, even though it's probably not working at the moment, it will start to work for you because, you have a positive outlook. And so with the positive outlook, it pushes you to start doing things in a more positive direction. And so if you don't know something now, say, okay, I don't know it now, but can I learn it? Yes, I can learn it. And I think sometimes we fail to realize that everything that people do is all learned. The difference between somebody that is a professional and somebody that's not a professional is just trying things over and over and over. And so, like, learn how to do things, learn how to, take the time, put the effort into doing things, and you can see yourself through. You can see it through. You can see the project through. So whatever it is, stop telling yourself that it's not doable. Like, start telling yourself that it's doable. And so I remember listening to Steve Harvey at one point. Steve Harvey had said something. He said, I stopped putting people around me that said that I can't do X, Y, Z. He said, I understand that there's ways that it probably won't work. He said, but I know that there's ways that it will work. Show me the way that it will work and we can go from there. I understand there's a million other ways that something won't work. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. Tell me the way that it will work. And so sometimes, like, we have to be so positive that we are just thinking of ways that I can get it done. There's a lot of negative ways and there's a lot of things that we should also safeguard ourselves from. We shouldn't go into things ignorantly and here's something that's just impossible and nobody can do it. But if it's possible and it's a way to do it, then I'm going to figure it out. So, go at things with a more positive attitude. Like, don't always think that, this task is too big, this thing is too hard. Sometimes you just don't have the right people in place. Sometimes you are not putting yourself in the right position, but put yourself in the right position. Think positively about some stuff. So my thing of saying think positive is not just thinking, you just gonna make something up in your head and it's just gonna happen. But my thing of saying think positive is like, if you have a positive attitude on thinking through that, man, I can figure this out, versus just always being negative and just shooting your ideas down. Like, yeah, it's a good idea, but I could never do it. Like, don't think like that. Think positive of, like, there's a way to get it done. And with the right help, with the right resources, I can make it happen. So, sometimes it's just the time that you need to put into something. Sometimes it's just the effort that you need to put into something. But, all in all, it can happen and you can be the person to do it. So stop belittling yourself. Stop thinking less of yourself. You are enough. You can figure it out and go ahead and get it done. Yeah, like, who else to depend on other than yourself? So, make it work. And I hope this is helpful. And if you find this video helpful, go ahead and send it to somebody who you know that needs it. I make these videos because I need them as well, you know. But yeah, anyway, I'm Damien. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.